Welcome back, student, to my second lecture on digital electronics. In my previous lecture, I had a talk about the number system where I have discussed the four different types of the number system where we have discussed about the decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number system. And then I had shown you with the help of example how to convert the decimal number to a binary form and the binary number to a decimal form. Now in today's lecture, I'm going to convert the decimal to octal form and octal to decimal form. So let us begin with it. Now here we want to talk about how to convert this decimal to octal number system. Now what is the technique that you are going to use here? Okay, what you will do when we are supposed to, if you people remember, when I discussed about how to convert decimal to binary, I had divided the given number by the base of the binary number, that is 2. Here you are supposed to convert this decimal to octal number system. So what you will do, you will divide the given number by 8, and then what you will do, you will keep a track of the remainder, and then just as before you will have to read the remainder from the bottom to top to give a equivalent octal number system. So let us explain it with the help of an example. I'll take the same example which I had taken for conversion of decimal to binary. That is, I want to convert the decimal number 125 to a octal number. So what you will do here, you will go on dividing 125 unless you get, at last you are supposed to get what, 0. Okay, so what you will do, you will divide 125 by 8. So I have 125 into 8 into 1, 8 into 15 gives you 120. What is the remainder? The remainder is 5. Once again you will divide 15 by 8. So 8 ones are 8. What is the remainder? 7. Then again you will divide that 1 by 8. 8 zeros are 0. So what is the remainder here? 1. So see here you are arriving, you are getting the number 0. So after that what you will do, you will write down the number, write down the remainder from the bottom to the top to get the octal equivalent of the decimal number 125. So what will it be? It will be 175 to the base 8. Remember here the process is the same. When you convert a decimal to binary, divide by 2. When you convert decimal to octal, divide by 8. Simple. Now to convert a fractional number, okay, I'll take the same example as before. For example, I want to convert this 0.6875 to the base 10 to an octal equivalent. What will I do here? If you people remember, for converting into binary, I have multiplied this by what? By 2. Here what will I do? I will multiply by 8. So what I'll do is here, 0.6875 into 8 gives you 5.500. In this number, 5 is the integer and 5000 is the fraction part. So integer is 5, fraction is this. Again what you will do, you will multiply this fraction by 8. What you are getting? 4.000. So here the integer is 4 and the fraction is 0.000. So here you will have to stop. But here what you are going to do, you will have to write it down from the top to bottom. So what is the equivalent? That is 0.554 to the base 8. Okay, so this is how we are supposed to convert a decimal number system to a octal form. Now let us take the reverse of it. We want to convert octal number to a decimal form. Okay, so you want to convert what? What is our next topic? What is our next target? We want to convert the octal number to a decimal number. Now what is the technique here? It will remain the same. What you will do? Here you will multiply each digit by 8 to the power n. Okay, but what is the n? N is the weight of the digit. If you people remember, when we converted binary to decimal, I multiplied each digit by 2 to the power n, because we were supposed to convert binary to decimal. So binary, the base is 2. So in that case what we did, we multiplied the digit by 2 to the power n, where n is the weight of the digit. Okay, so here what will you do? To convert octal to decimal, you will multiply each digit by 8. The weight is the position of the digit. You again start from 0 on the right and finally you add the result. So let us take the example. So we'll take the same example. For example, 524 to the base 8. I want to convert it to decimal. So what will I do? Here you see how many digits are there? 3, 7, 1, 2, 3. you'll have to start from what? 0. So what will you do here? 7 to 4. What will you do? 4 is there. So you will multiply 4 by what? 4 into 8 to the power, because you'll have to start from 0. So you will write 4 into 8 to the power 0. Clear? Then you will write 2 into 8 to the power 1 and 7 into 8 to the power 2. So whatever you are getting, 8 to the power 2 into 7, it is 448. 2 into 8 is 16 and 4 into 8 to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1. That means 4 ones are 4. So you add them up. What you are getting? The final value is 468. So what is the decimal equivalent of the octal number 724 to the base 8? It is 468. Now here one thing you should notice is that here you see when I converted octal to decimal, right? 468. If you talk about 468, 468 is not an octal number. Why? Because it contains 8 and 8 is not an octal number. So it is a decimal number. Okay, so 468, it is a decimal number because 8 is not an octal number. So just by looking into the number 468, you can very easily say that, you can very easily conclude that the number that is given to you, that is not an octal number. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to convert. Now, if the number is in fraction, what you need to do? You will have to multiply it by minus term. Okay, so what you will get? Suppose 43.25 to the base 8. You want to convert it into the decimal form. So what you will do? 43. How many numbers are there? 2 numbers are there. So what will you do? You will write 3 into 8 to the power 0. Okay, and what about 4? You will write 4 into 8 to the power 1. And the number to the right of the point, what will you do it? You will give the minus of it. So 2 into 8 to the power minus 1 and 5 into 8 to the power minus 2. Now here one thing which you should keep in mind is that because I cannot write 8 to the power 0, so here for the point term, it starts from minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. Now here you see we are writing the higher one, 1, 0. But here you will write minus 1 first, then minus 2. Okay, because minus 2 is less than minus 1. Okay, then what you'll have to do, you'll have to add them up. For 4 into 8 is 32, 3 into 1 is 3, 2 into 8 to the power 1 means 2 divided by 8. What it gives? 0.25. 5 divided by 8 square, that means 5 divided by 64. So that gives you 0.0781. Add the number, okay, and you are going to get it to be 35.3281. So this is the decimal equivalent of the octal number 43.25. Now, in the examination, just to confuse you, okay, what we can do? We may give you a number and we may ask you, identify whether it is octal or not. So, how can you identify it? Now, suppose if I give you this number, 35.3281, I'm not giving you the base. Base is not given to you. But I'm saying, is this number an octal number? So, some students get confused. They see here 8, they said, yes, it is an octal number. But remember, 8 is not an octal number. For octal number consists of which digits? 0 to 7. Okay, so it may come in true and false, true or false. Next comes, how can we convert a decimal to a hexadecimal number? Okay, you want to convert a decimal to a hexadecimal number. What is the technique? To convert a decimal to binary, I divided the number by 2. To convert a decimal to octal, we divided the number by 8. Now to convert decimal to hexa, what we'll do? We will divide by 16. Because what is the base of a hexadecimal number? The base of a hexadecimal number is 16. So what you will do? You divide by 16. And then once again you keep the track of the remainder. Then you'll have to read the remainder from the bottom to the top. Okay, and then and you will get the equivalent hexadecimal number. Okay, so for example, I'm taking the number, say 1, 2, 3, 4 to the base 10. I want to convert this decimal to a hexadecimal number. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the base 10. I want to convert it into the hexadecimal form. So what we will do is, we will divide this 1, 2, 3, 4 by 16. So if I divide 1, 2, 3, 4 by 16, I'll get something. I'll multiply, the nearest number is 77. So when you multiply it, 16 by 77, you will get a remainder. What will be the remainder? The remainder is going to be 2. Then what you will do, again you multiply this 77 by 16. Okay, so what is the remainder you are getting? Okay, now this is very important thing. Here I want to convert this decimal number to what? I want to convert this decimal number to a hexadecimal number. And what are the number that is present here, present in hexadecimal number? This is 0 to 9, and after that we'll have to use the alphabets A, B, C, D, E to F, right? Now, when I multiply 16 by 16 into 77, the nearest number, it is what? It is 116 into 77. If I do, what I'm getting, I'm going to get 1232. Okay, or I can just write it down like this. If I want to write 16 into 77, so it is 1232. So what is the remainder? 16 into 77 gives you 1232. What is the remainder? That is 2. Now you multiply, now you divide 77 by 16. So if you divide 77 by 16, what you get? The nearest number is 16 into 4 gives you what? 64. So 16 into 4 gives you 64. So what is the remainder? What is the remainder? 77 minus 64 gives you what? 77 minus 64 gives you 13. So the remainder is 13. But here what is the thing? I am converting it into hexadecimal, right? 13 is not a hexadecimal number. But how can we represent 13 in the hexadecimal form? By the number D, by the alphabet D. Because if you people remember, in my first lecture, I have explained you hexadecimal number, and I told you hexadecimal number is represented by 1 to 9 and by the alphabet. After that, you will have to represent the numbers by alphabet A, B, C, D, E and F. So 10 is represented by the hexadecimal alphabet A, 11 by B, 12 by C and 13 by D. So this remainder 13, you will write it as D. Okay. Then what you do after that, you will again divide 4 by 16, but it's smaller, so it will be 16 zeros are 16. 16 zeros are 0. What is the remainder? Remainder is 4. Here you will have to stop. So what are the remainder? It is 4D2. No doubt it is 13, but 13 is not a hexadecimal number. How can we represent 13 in hexadecimal form? It is represented by the alphabet D. So it will be 4D2. Okay. So what is the thing? You will have to write it from bottom to top. So it is 4D2. So see, it is very easy to identify a hexadecimal number, because whenever we are having a hexadecimal number, if any number contain alphabets, say D, A, B, E or F or C, then directly you can come to the conclusion that the number that is given to you, that is a hexadecimal number. So what is the hexadecimal form of this? This is 4D2. Okay. After 9, you will have to represent the hexadecimal by alphabets. So suppose you say, had it been, if you would have got here the remainder to be 10, so you would have replaced it by what? A, the alphabet A. So it would have been 4A2. Clear? Okay, now let us talk about another example. Say I am talking about a fractional number. Now your common sense says what you will have to do here. I have explained you binary one, I have explained you octal one. Now it comes to hexadecimal. Technique will remain the same. But here you need to multiply it by what? 16. Okay. So what we will do? We will write the same way. This into 16 gives you 0.500. So integer is 0 and fraction is 5000. Then you will multiply this 5000 by 16. It is 8.000. Integer is 8 and fraction is 000. What you'll have to do? Because you are getting the fraction to be 0, you can easily conclude, you can easily write it as, you'll have to write it from the top to bottom. So you will write it 0.0816. Always remember, when we are writing the fraction one, you'll have to write point. It will have to be in terms of point. So it will be 0.08. But before point, you can add 1 0, right? So it is 0.08 to the base 16. So this is how we can convert a decimal to a hexadecimal number. Okay, whenever you wish to convert a decimal number to a hexadecimal, follow the same track. There is no difference in the technique. Technique remains the same, only the base changes. Okay, so decimal to binary, What you'll do? Divide by 2. Decimal to octal, divide by 8. Decimal to hexa, divide by 16. Now, I'm talking about fractional number. What you'll do? For decimal to binary, multiply by 2. Decimal to octal, multiply by 8. Decimal to hexa, multiply by 16. Look for the fraction until the fraction turns out to be 0. Go on multiplying it. Stop when the fraction comes to 0, and then you take it. But here what you are supposed to do, you'll have to write from the top to the bottom. Okay, in the integer number it was from the bottom to the top, but here you'll have to write from the top to the bottom and with the points. Okay, now comes the question, how can we convert a hexadecimal number to a decimal number system? Technique will remain the same. What you will do here, you will have to multiply each digit, okay, by 16 to the base 16 to the base. What you will do here, what did I have explained you what you are supposed to do. Multiply each digit by 16 to the power 8, where n is the weight of the digit. Then what you have to do, same way, weight is the position of the digit starting from 0 on the right, and finally add the result. For example, suppose you say ABC 16. You want to write it down in the decimal form. Now here, the example which I am considering, I have considered completely by the alphabets. Okay, the alphabets of the hexadecimal. Okay, just to make the question a little tricky. Okay, so what you will do, ABC. Now for this ABC, you will have to write down the equivalent number. Okay, so A is represented, okay, C into 16 to the power 0, B into 16 to the power 1. First we'll write it just like that, and A into 16 to the power 2. How many numbers it is having? How many digits it is having? 3 digits. So you will start from 0, 1, 2. So C into 16 to the power 0, B into 16 to the power 1, and A into 16 to the power 2. Now what do you need to write? You have to write down the equivalent decimal form of A, B and C. Okay, in decimal form, A is written as 10, B is 11 and C is 12. So multiply it, add the number, and you are going to get the decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number. So ABC can be written as 2748. Very simple. Just you need to, I would have considered some other example, but why I am specifically taking this example, because this contains alphabets only. So technique is remaining the same. See, the technique is the same. A into 16 to the power 2, B into 16 to the power minus 1, C into 16 to the power 0. But you cannot multiply alphabet with a number. So you'll have to convert that alphabet to a number. So C is represented by 12, B is represented by 11, A is represented by 10. So multiply it, add them up, you are going to get the number. Okay, same way I want to convert a fractional number. Okay, so if the fraction number is 43.2516, I want to convert it into the base. What you will do here? You will have to simply multiply it by, before the point, multiply by 16 to the power 1, count the digit, 2 digits are there. So 4 into 16 to the power 1, 3 into 16 to the power 0. What about 2, 5? 2 into 16 to the power minus 1 and 5 into 16 to the power minus 2. What you are getting? 64 plus 3 plus this. You are getting it to be 67.1445 to the base 10. Okay. So this is how you are supposed to convert one form into the other form. Very simple to convert a decimal to binary, decimal to hexadecimal, or decimal to binary, decimal to octal. Everywhere you have to go and multiply it by base. For the point, you'll have to divide it by the base. Sorry, if you want to convert decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexa, what you are supposed to do, go on dividing the given number by their base. Okay, and when you are supposed to convert a fractional one, you will have to multiply it by the base. Okay, now we'll talk about how to convert this octal to a binary form. So technique will remain the same. Okay, now, but here there is a difference. Previous case, I've talked only about decimal. I've converted decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexa, and vice versa. Right? Here, what I'm going to do, I want to convert an octal number to a binary number. Okay, so what you are supposed to do here is that you convert each octal digit to a 3-bit equivalent binary representation. What is the meaning of this? I'll explain you. Okay, I'll explain it to you, but you'll have to keep it in your mind. Whatever octal number is given now, suppose you say you are given the octal number 3, by the way, I'm saying, okay. Suppose you have the octal number, suppose you say that you are having the octal number, okay, suppose you say that you are having the octal number 2. What I'll do, I'll convert that 2 into the equivalent binary form, but 3-bit. Means whatever binary form we are converting it to, it should have 3 binary numbers. Okay. For example, see. Now, how to convert this octal to binary? Octal number 0 can be represented by 0, 0, 0. So it's a 3-bit. 1, 0, 0, 1. 2, 0, 1, 0. 3, 0, 1, 1. 4, 1, 0, 0. 5, 1, 0, 1. 6, 1, 1, 0. 7, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now I want to convert this 7058. 705. What will I do? What is the binary equivalency of 7? It is 111. Binary equivalent of 0. It is 000. And what is the binary equivalent of 5? It is 101. So we are writing. How will I write this 705? Each digit, each bit is converted into its 3-bit equivalent binary representation. See, 7 I have converted into 3-bit, but 111, it's a binary number. 0, 0, 0, 0, binary number. 5, 101, binary number. So I'm converting each digit of the octal number to its individual binary form. So 111, 0, 0, 0, and 101. Okay, so this can be written like this. Okay, now you may ask me that, madam, how did you write this 1 as this or 2 as this? What you are supposed to do? Go on dividing, no? Go on dividing the 2 by 8. Okay, then whatever value you are getting, take the remainders, and you are going to get it like this. Okay. Okay. Then comes, how will you convert a binary to octal number? The technique says, from given fractional point, group bit into 3 to right and group bit into 3 to left. What does it mean? If left with less than 3 bit at the end, then stuff 0 to make it group of 3. Okay, now I'll explain you what is the meaning of saying this. Convert to octal digit. For example, say I'm taking the example of this one. It's 1011 010 0.1112. This is a binary number. You want to convert it into octal. What you will do? 111. What did I say? You divide it into group of 3 to right and group bit in 3 to the left. Okay. Getting it what I'm saying? What I'm doing is, see, 1, 1, 1. Then here it's 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, 3 group. You are dividing it into 3, 3. So 1, 1, 1 already 3 number, 0, 1, 0, 3 number, 1, 1, 0, 3, right? Then what will it be? 1, 1, 0, correct? 1, 1, 0. What is left? 1. But you will have to convert this 1 into 3-bit. So you will write it as 1, 0, 0. I cannot add 1, so I will write it by 0, 0. I'm again repeating. From given fractional point, this is the from given fractional point, group them into 3 to the right and group bit in 3 to left. See, 1, 1, 1, already 3 bits. So I'm starting from the left. Okay, from the fractional point of view, I'm grouping it into 3. 1, 1, 1, 3. Then 0, 1, 0, 3. Then 1, 1, 0. That is 3. But 1 is remaining alone. So how can I convert it into 3-bit? I will add 2 more 0 to it. So 0, 0, 0 like that. Okay. Clear? So 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 represent 1. 0, 1, 1 represent the octal number 3. 0, 1, 0 represent the octal number 2. And 1, 1, 1 represent the octal number 7. Okay. So this can be written as 132. But 111 it was to the right of the point, na? So 111, for 111 it's 7, but I will write it as 0.7. Okay, I will write it as 0.7. Clear to all the student? Okay. Okay, now you may ask me that how you are getting this 3, 0, 1, 1, how I am getting it to be 3. What you are supposed to do here? It's very simple. Remember what I said, 0, 1, 1, 3 digits are there. What will you do? 3 means 0, 1, 2. So what will you do? 0 into 2 to the power 2 plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0. So 1 into 2 to the power 1 is 2, and 2 plus 1, that is giving you 3. Do you understand what I am saying? See what I am doing here, how I am getting this 3 here. Okay, what is supposed to do? I am having 0, no? Alright. So you need to multiply it by what? Multiply it by what? 3 numbers are there. So starting will be 2, 1, 0. So multiply 2, 0 into 2 to the power 2. Correct? Plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0. What is the equivalent? Anything into 0 is 0. 1 into 2, 2. 1 into 2 to the power 0 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So like that you will have to form. Okay. So just this way you are supposed to do it. Okay. So I'll end here my lecture today. In my next session, I'm going to again talk about some more conversion. Okay. I will talk about binary to octal, octal to binary. I'll talk about more of conversion in my upcoming